never did brand versus brand because generally when you do something, right, there's either a financial gain or there's either some type of brand gain, right? So if we have the majority of the subscribers, right,
you're sharing
we
it.
have hundreds of thousands of more subscribers than any other brand, English-speaking brand, right? What would be the purpose in doing a brand versus brand? That would mean that somebody is equal to you, right? And there's some type of an exchange here. Like if I beat the other brand, we're expected to beat the other brand.
Yeah.
But if the other brand beats us, it's like, oh, they beat them, right? That's one thing, right?
Right.
That's one point. Two is there's brands and it's culture, but it's also a business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not gonna see the UFC go against Strikeforce or some smaller MMA brand because it doesn't make sense. They have the following, they have the marketing, they built the platform.
You really got nothing.
We're the ones who
you actually lose in a sense.
So we have to lose. So like,
yeah, true.
When I see another brand that could sell out Irving Plaza, Webster Hall, Gramercy, or go to Texas, Vegas, all of these, go to London, sell out
Applause.
Vegas, all
Applause
different
that
places, sell out those venues, put the videos out, stream them, still get 1 million views on all the videos. Then there's something that we need to share.
Yeah, true.
But when you can't do any of those things,
they capitalize on your name.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like
and then how do you divide the money? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm selling out without you,
right?
And then I'm looking, and then you're going and hiring the same people that I'm hiring, and you have 150 people in your venue, and I got 1,500 in the venue. What would be the purpose to do that?
Yeah.
Now, when there's somebody that can match our numbers, that can sell out the same, that can do the same viewership, that has the same number of subscribers online, then maybe that would be something that I would consider. And if they had their own artists that they developed that were getting views and they had some form of a different audience, it would be the same. But we all have the same audience. They just have a smaller percentage of my audience.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense to
me. That's how I feel about Lena's Link. No funny. That's how I feel.
Price, like the back set was what if the split, as far as like you sell out an arena and the split was coming to y'all on a positive end? Would you do it for the culture, or would you consider it for the culture?
It doesn't. Even if we had the majority of the split, why would I take the majority when I could take the whole
thing?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to help nobody.
Doesn't make any sense. It's not from a business perspective. It doesn't make any sense. Like if you could sell out the theater at Madison Square Garden, but they say, you know what? You should split it 30% with these other guys. But you could do it yourself. You're going to be like, why would I do that?
Makes sense. What
would be the purpose? And the only thing you're going to do is you're going to empower a competitor, a potential competitor. You know what I mean?
True.
And then it's like your billing is up and it's this one versus this one. You know what I'm saying? And they can't even, like literally, I'm not trying to be like arrogant or anything like that.
No, it's business. You talking business?
I'm talking from like a numbers standpoint, right? I'm talking about literally. Like there are brands who have the same talent that we have had on our stage and sell 150 to 200 tickets, where I'm selling 1,500 to 1,600 tickets. Woo! So what would be the purpose if they have the same talent? Doing the same presentation.
That's the equivalent of
doing the same type of trailers, trying to emulate the exact same things we do in an attempt to be successful and can't do it. So why would I battle that person? This doesn't make any sense.
You got nothing to gain.
Nothing.
So
you have
nothing to gain.
Somebody's feelings was hurt behind that.
There's no financial gain. There's no profile gain. There's no gain. It doesn't make any sense.
That's a fact. So another question, like I know a lot of people ask you, who's the most requested legend that they want to see back on your stage?
Man, there's always calls for Lux.
Always calls for Lux. Lux is in my top two.
Yeah, Lux is the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the main person that they call.
And obviously Mook will be one.
Mook is one as well. You know, those are the guys, the real guys from the era who get the most, interest. If you say from the Smack era to what we know as URL now, those are probably the most popular two most popular MCs.
Do you have a favorite?
He ain't gonna
I
answer
have a
that.
favorite.
He can't answer that from a
Break
business
down
standpoint.
I'ma ask.
Whoever he
Like-
says
like-
is about to
nah,
text him right now,
Put him
nigga,
on
I
the
need.
spot.
Yeah, nah, you
40.
can give me your top 3.
Like
All right.
In no order.
My
Like,
top-
who
In
you
no
picking,
order.
Who you're gonna?
Yeah, in no order.
In no order.
I say Low Deluxe. I like T-Top. Briz Rothstein. New Jersey Twerk.
Oh my God. Right, fresh.
And probably Rum Nitty. And I gotta throw DNA in there. DNA.
Throw them X's up.
Listen, DNA is a certified legend.
I'm 1/10 of the NWX
You ain't
movement.
you ain't even half of that,
1/10.
nigga.
There's only 7 members, but I'm 1/10.
Now I don't wanna get into like the tech shit, but how did it impact y'all before and after? Not to speak
man.
on.
You know, when I heard about it, I cried, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy that I worked with.
Yes.
Someone that we brought around the country with us. Him and Jay Black would be the commentators for the events. So, they would come and speak in between the battles. So, to hear that he passed and lost, would not know exactly what happened, it was definitely devastating. And then, for the allegations and things to come out, it was just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't really have any answers to really formulate an opinion to know if those things were true or not true. So, it's a terrible situation. I mean, I'm hoping that over time we'll get more details, and then that way you can really formulate a clearer assessment as to what happened. I mean, I'm not here to say that it didn't happen because, if there's a victim and she's speaking up, we have to take that into consideration.
Which is why you had to protect your brand for your.
We have to show, sensitivity and caring towards, whatever she experienced. You know what I mean? But it's just it's a wild situation.
That was crazy. Like out of nowhere, it went from over here to way left.
Wouldn't even let him. Yeah, you couldn't even grieve.
We didn't even make it a week. We was RIP in one Sunday, and it was
It was
like
3 or 4 days
Right.
later. It was like 3 or 4 days later.
The internet is the devil.
it is.
Like I watch a lot of these lower leagues, not lower leagues, but smaller leagues, and around it better not be no Tech 9 bars.
Yo, speaking
3-4 days later, niggas just typing like, I'm ready for battle. This is my new
Tech
Tech
9
9
bars, and we gonna get to resolution. T-Top.
Oh, that was wild. Self-checkout.
Bro,
crazy.
what did y'all say to him after that, bro?
I was just like, it's nothing surprising.
And it's not his first time wilding. Kanika Jenkins, it was like
it's battle rap is nothing's off limits, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that was
everything is
crazy.
off. I mean, there's things that shouldn't be said, but everybody has to deal with the consequences of their actions. So, I mean,
that was a crazy part.
it's wild. Man. It's wild.
Yo, Severe, you got
It's
anything for Beasley?
I'm just curious as far as we went from the DVD to the web era,
Right.
and now we're getting into this whole stream era. And was there a possibility that you would incorporate streams into?
Oh, we do. We stream our
As
events
far as-
live.
But as far as just the audio, because as far as
streaming audio,
on maybe
yeah,
on
that-
a Spotify
Right.
or on
There's been talk about it. You know what I mean?
'cause I know that there's definitely revenue there. There's,
I think that with battle rap, it's what makes it so unique is not just the rhymes; it's a performance.
Yeah, the visual of
It's
it.
like
yeah,
it's
visual.
like poetry in motion.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's like you need to see the guy acting it out.
Right.
Like,
It's a
yeah,
story.
like, look at Twerk.
It's
Get
a
in niggas'
story.
face.
Right.
Get in his face.
Look at
You
Twerk
need to
though.
see-
Yeah, you got to see
need
somebody
to
do
see,
that.
Like
Right.
when that guy tells the other guy that his girlfriend slept with 5 guys. You want to see the look in his face,
Look at
like
his face.
you want to see the horror.
Yeah.
Like, is that true?
Right.
You knew about it too, you sucker. You still took her back.
Look at K-Shine versus Verb. All of the maneuvers and the performance, hold so big, fuck around. And what if you would have heard that it wouldn't have hit? But the
But when you
visual,
see it,
it's crazy. It is crazy.
Wow, you know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
And it's the performance, it's the energy, and I think these are the things that make it entertaining for the audience that we do have, and it is growing. That's what makes it different, because people just think they're just guys on the stage rapping, and people that don't watch it just think they're rapping, but They're really performing. They're
Right.
sweating, they're moving,
Right.
entertaining you. They're telling a story. You know what I mean? And then within those rhymes, it's double entendres and similes,
Right.
and this and that. You got to think.
Sometimes you got to watch
You
it
got to be
again.
in tune to what's going on and what he's referring to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many different levels in it that you have to be aware of. But I think that's what makes it entertaining. You know what I mean?
I see the
And I think
Beat
also
era.
keeps it like authentic by not going the stream route or just audio, keeping it to it be a visual.
But I mean, I
keeping
think
the
it could be,
pay-per-views
you
and
know,
all
it
that
could
kind of
be,
stuff.
there could be a market for the audio because
They
know
did do
sometimes
phone
people-
battles too a lot of times. So in
Yeah.
a sense, that's an audio battle.
Right.
So I can see that. What was you about to say?
Shit.
What would be your favorite? I guess not favorite. Let me stop using favorite because I don't even have favorites. But a few good times. It was like the best performances that you had watched, as far as battling.
Gotta take
Man,
an hour.
I was so many.
I know,
man.
but like good
I
ones,
would
so you
say
can tell
Loaded
people go
Lux,
watch that they didn't watch.
Loaded Lux and Calico, classic. A-Verb and Hitman was a classic.
That's one of my favorite. That verb, that third.
That's how you talk to your son.
Oh my god,
That was crazy.
You know what's crazy too? Since you're talking about that,
Right.
I never see you because we don't really see you often. Like you float around. Like I've been to a couple events. Me, and you chopped it up upstairs at Gnome 5.
Right.
You was on the move.
Yeah.
But you rarely see you react. Like because you might smirk a little bit.
Right.
Like Smack sometimes you get. What's one
Right.
that made you like really?
Nah, the aforementioned, man. Like, that's how you talk to you. I remember
was
I was
one,
on
right?
sake in the back. You know, because I don't really be in the front.
Yeah.
I was just in the background. I just remember the building erupted like, like, oh.
The one time
know
I
what I'm
did
saying?
see you react was when Twerk hit Clean with the cha-cha at
Oh,
the end of the
yeah, that
day.
was
That was fire.
That was
You only
crazy.
see you pop out when it's a problem. This nigga
Yeah, I just be trying to
he
chill.
fucking hulks
so.
out like
I don't. It just that shit is just like when you work for something for so long and you really try to establish it and you try to break down barriers and stigmas. It's like you have an attachment to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like you don't want to let or see anybody like just pull down all your years of work.
It's
Because all it
basically
takes
your
is
child.
one
Yeah,
punch.
yeah. It's basically
Right.
your child. Yeah.
All it takes is.
That's
And
it.
then that shit sticks on you for 10 years. Like, you can't get it off.
Right.
Meanwhile, in mainstream music, they killing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes is dying. Dudes is getting
Literally,
shot.
yeah.
Rappers are killing other rappers,
Right.
and it's no problem. But, like, if we have an issue, that's just this general consensus. Oh, they fight at those things. Don't book them. Don't let them get the venues. Don't let them come in.
It's like they wait
They're
for
gonna
a
fight.
reason to-
Yeah, they
yeah.
use that as a way to, like,
not have to
keep you
deal
out.
with. Yeah, okay. Now I gotta ask this. Always the main conversation. You and RBE. Why does it always seem like a back and forth? I know you don't acknowledge it. ARP does a lot. You guys don't.
I don't see it as a back and forth. I don't have an issue with him. You know, he does what he do. I mean, he's issued challenges and stuff like that, but you know, I just take the high road. You know, I don't have any issues with him. I don't have any problems with him. I don't know if he has problems with us, but I'll just leave it at that.
Y'all have like I don't want to say petty relationship,
Right.
but like you'll see, like y'all will drop something, then they'll drop the same battle that you just dropped on their platform, and then like they'll announce something big, then you'll smack them with an announcement for like a couple months.
I've seen
Is
that
it
somewhere
on
before.
purpose or is it coincidental?
It's never on purpose. I mean, like, just look at the amount of events that we do a year. We do like 15, 16 events a year in different parts of the country. So it's always going to seem like we're going against someone because we're constantly promoting. We're a promotion machine. We're the first people to do trailers. We're the first people to do face-offs and all the different things. These are things that we've taken and implemented into our marketing strategy. So it's always going to seem like, oh, they're coming with something because we are.
We are, you're right.
You know, like we
supposed
just had Resolution. We have Gnome June 8th. We got Double Impact the first week of August.
Yeah.
We got Summer Madness after that. We got a 10-year anniversary show. We have these are all things that we
10-year
have.
anniversary.
These are all things that we have already on the calendar for the year.
year.
So it's always gonna seem like
It's
we're
only
going
May.
against
Right.
one of the numerous brands that are out here on the landscape. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. So No, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any issue with any other brands.
Yeah.
And,
Do you
that's
watch any
it.
of these other brands? Like, is there like a smaller league?
Sometimes, clips come across on social media, but for the most part, I just try to focus on what we're doing because we have so much content.
Right.
And it's like if I'm watching what someone else is doing, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Right.
But I mean, if one comes across, if somebody says, hey, you really need to see this,
That's
I look
different.
at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do watch a lot of, I guess I do because I look for talent. You know what I'm saying? Because, like URL is the bar. You know what I'm saying? So like, most people when they set out to battle rap in this field, they aspire to perform on URL. So people send me links. Hey, this is a guy you should check out. You should look at him. You should see what you can do with him. And that's how we're able to get guys and bring them in, promote them, market them, and get them ready to be like mainstream performers that within our world that we can put onto the main stage.
So what would be the right avenue to take? Because I got a lot of battle rappers. He's one of them. My brother Nova, TR Sharp, the
Right.
D-Stacks.
Yeah,
How
I was
would
gonna
they go about?
The best thing to do is just like wherever you could battle, just battle, get the footage, you know what I mean, and then try to get it to one of us so that we can review it, and make your case. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's like, yo, I'm nice. Like, well, what can I see you on? I don't have any footage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just, make sure that, you have some good footage of killing somebody. You know what I'm saying? And
Where would
try
they
to get
send
it to
it?
us. You can send it to urltvmail@gmail. Or you can send it to ssnorbs@gmail. But we're actually building a new place for artists to send their battles or whatever they have to demonstrate their ability, so that we can actually review and bring more people in. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about bringing in the newer people. And I think that's what's kept us thriving, is that we are the ones who develop and set the mark with the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody that's bringing or making any talent. That's
Proving
going.
Ground was the first before there was any Ground Zero.
Every league has a farm league within it, but I haven't really seen anybody emerge from it or break out from it. You know what I mean? And that goes back to kind of where you said, would you go league versus league? Like when I see 5 guys that are solid that are not on URL that I can't work with because they're in contracts with their home league and they're that fire and they're killing everything, and the people are requesting that the talent on URL faces that talent and we can't get to that talent, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
But there is no talent out that URL doesn't have involvement with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That we don't want, that we want, So, I want to see somebody else develop the talent, make them, market them, push them through the, their farm league, build them up, come up with the Born Legacy programs, build up the MCs, bring them up to speed. There's nobody that's doing that. Generally, what most people do is they wait for us to develop the talent, and then when they get to the door, they come in and try to offer them more money and bring them over to their platforms. And there's no one that's going out. All MCs come from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we just pull these guys from out of the sky.
Yeah.
There's a lot of leagues that we go to, like We Go Hard. There's a lot of leagues out in the Midwest. There's a lot of leagues down. Shout out to my people down in the Carolinas, stuff like that. There's a lot of leagues. My man Bills, they have different battlers that they suggest to us, and then when we like them, we give them PGs, and if we put it out and the reaction is good, then we go from there and we sign them and we work the steps with them to bring them and expand their profiles and build them up. Anybody can do this. Any league can do this, but they choose not to, or either they don't have the ability to.
Yeah.
But anybody can do it. If you find the right level of talent, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes. So to answer your question, yeah, I do watch other leagues, the smaller leagues. I do watch them and I salute them. And without them, we wouldn't be able to be who we are, because they're the ones who are finding some of the talent locally in their areas and building them up so that we can, have an opportunity to work with them down the line.
Right.
All right, because you named We Go Hard as one of them, can you name 2 more that that's your if I gotta find something new, where am I going to first? Do you have 2 more?
There was some of them that that don't exist anymore, but the majority of them I have I have a team of people that work. So of course there's Norbs, who's infamous for finding talent, but there's also my boy P, and they're the ones who kind of really look through and find people. My man Troy Martin, they're the ones that are really out there. So like if you're within the culture and you could get to like Troy Martin, Norbs or P, that gives you like a real good step as to what direction to go into first. And my man Thesis, those guys like that are really connected on the scene.
So, as a friend of the show,
right?
What are we doing with Cortez, bro? Can my guy Cortez get a plate on the Summer
Cortez just hit me. He just hit me 2 days ago. Like, what are we doing?
We gotta
baby.
Book Cortez on Noam. Come on.
Yeah, like, baby. Nice.
Right.
We got love for Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
He's been with us, since the beginning. Mm-hmm. First show. It's just all about what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna book Cortez this year, so we definitely want to work with him again. He's definitely a super talented guy.
You think he just has bad luck that the times, like, how the vault is always the joke, but do you think it's because of his opponent that he ends up in there most of the time?
It's the opponent, and sometimes certain things just don't mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a battle with Young Ill back in the days that got vaulted, but I mean, at that time, Young Ill had an issue that he was going through with something at the time, some like legal issue, something his mind wasn't there, so that kind of got vaulted. And then, he had a battle with Tech Nine. It just wasn't a good battle.
I heard that's one of the worst.
It was one of the worst joints known to mankind. It's terrible. And, I just think, it's just certain times. It's just a luck of the, draw. But, I mean, he's had great battles with Hitman. He's had,
classic.
Other classic joints, you know what I'm saying, that Cortez has done over. He had a great battle with Old Red. There's other classic battles that he's had.
Classic.
Twerk, yeah. So it's like he's on. Cortez is here. We speak on the phone all the time.
Tez is a good dude. He's solid. Now the rumor is the Cortez versus Tech so bad. The smack left. Is this real?
Yeah, I gotta look back on that. He might have did. Son, I had to go to the bathroom, son.
What anybody else got? I know you got. Oh, so I got a couple more then. Resolution is obviously successful.
Right.
Now, was it hard to book Cash, or he was pretty?
Nah, he was pretty good. I mean, it was a process. We had been speaking to him for maybe about a year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, in terms of coming back, and we thought he was bluffing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought Cash was bluffing. But then he stated what his number was. You know what I'm saying, and we worked through it, and we came to something that was amicable for both of us, and it worked out in the end. You know what I'm saying? I that was one of the best bookings that we've done. It was a great. We had a lot of fun. The promotion.
He was A1. His promo game was ridiculous.
Promo game,
and he's still going.
Now, were you happy with what he came back with?
I was happy.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints about this event. It was a great event. Sold out. Did well online.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Packed. Great big sponsor. I don't have any problems at this event. I thought it was a great event. I enjoyed it. I loved it. The people in the building loved it.
Is he coming back though? You got him?
Is Cassidy coming back? Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure exactly when, but I know he does. He wants to come back. So
there was a rumor that he signed for 2 battles. So it's just that one battle he signed for.
I mean, we talked about doing another one prior to him.